Welcome back, new beginners. We are New Beginnings After 40. I am Jen.
I'm Kimberly.
And I'm Lori.
Today we are going back to a time before streaming, before social media, before everything lived in our phones. We are talking about nostalgia from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, and the stuff that shaped us and honestly raised us.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Amen.
Yes. But first, let's hear about y'all's weeks. What's going on?
Well, I don't have a lot to report. Work has sucked this week. I'm super busy. As I've told y'all last podcast, January is like that for me. So nobody wants to hear about work. However, the husband and I had started during the F1 off season. We have gone back and we are in 2016 season and we are watching a race a night while I still have access to F1 TV archives, at least. Don't know if I'm going to when they switch to Apple, but for now we are doing that. And it's been very educational, fun. There's a lot more drama that happened back in 2016. Tires didn't hold up very well. We're able to see some of the people that haven't been on the grid since we've been watching it live, or seeing Lewis Hamilton at his prime. And it's been really fun to watch. And so the husband and I have been kind of doing that. Like, we try to watch a race a night so we can get through the season before we get cut off, if we do get cut off.
I love that.
But that's sweet.
But it's fun. And so we've been enjoying that. And if I'm away, like I over here now, hanging out with my girls. And I told him, if you want to go ahead and watch something, another race while I'm gone, you can. But when I left, he was watching like really old stuff, like back from 1980s, which is super cool because you can go all the way back and watch anything.
That is super cool. I didn't even know they were around that long.
Yeah, it's 1950s.
Are you serious? Mm-hmm. Wow. I did not even know that.
So you can watch. I did get in this week. I had gotten a new Formula One Legend book that is going to go on the bookshelf behind my podcast setup for Grandstand Therapy. So you can look out for that when I start that back up.
Wonderful.
And we're waiting on the Lego car display to come in. That should come in tomorrow, I believe. And then we'll put those up.
I cannot wait to see that. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I did get my chair that Kimberly got me for my birthday, and the husband set it up. Birthday.
Christmas.
I am so sorry, y'all. Rain. Who knows what's going to come out of my mouth tonight or today, whatever it is, because...
Well, I'm glad you got her the chair for her birthday. Now you don't have to worry about it because you've already taken care of her birthday.
Not with me.
Hey, just think, that was really your birthday.
My husband put it together, and we got it up. So I'm excited to see how that's going to look on camera.
Awesome.
I can't wait to see the whole new setup.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me too.
Work in progress. I'm doing a little bit of that. So I guess it's not all work, but it pretty much is.
Pretty much all work.
Yeah. But what about you guys?
Let's see. Well, really, the biggest thing that we did was Jen and I took Hayden, my son's girlfriend, down to Grapevine. So we went down Main Street and we ate at one end, and then we just kept walking and going into different shops and looking. And I will tell you, man, Main Street, though, those little shops are expensive. Oh, there was a pair of pajamas. What did we come up with a total? Like a 160 or something?
It was the bottoms, the shorts were 50.
Nope. The shorts were 85.
Oh, holy
Okay.
cow. For some pajama
The
bottoms?
shirt was 75. I didn't even look at the pants, which is what I wanted, was the shirt and pants, because they were so freaking soft and cute. Like, I felt like that was a lounge outfit I could wear around the house that was comfortable. I was looking at the price going, no.
Yeah, I kept that, but just look how it feels. And so we just walk out. So we're buying these little stickers. We're buying these little stickers for, $3, $4. I'm like, I can afford that. And so I got 2 new ones. Mine is, I put the hot and psychotic.
Great.
Jen got sweet but psycho. Was that it? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then we both got, well, apparently Rock Bottom has a basement.
That is amazing.
I told my daddy, well, I was looking at the $175 pajamas, and I went next door and bought stickers instead.
But they're so cute. And then we'd go into like a, different, like a winery or the little pub and going down and just kept walking down the streets. And I was excited because I wanted it to get dark so Jen could see Main Street like
Yes.
that because she hasn't.
Lit up for Christmas. It was
Based off
gorgeous.
Christmas?
They
Yes.
do. I was surprised, but very happy.
Yeah.
Very happy.
And so then after that, it was fun to be around Cassie. We had a great time. And I know that we're all going out tonight too, to be around her and have the girls and Larry and Hayden, and we're going to go.
Yes.
Other than that, I had my neck injection on Friday, which is wonderful. And then I started working out again on Thursday. And so now I am going through 2 days of hell of my body hurting. And I wanted to be like really gung ho and go for 3 days a week next week. And I said, yeah, no.
Way to start out the new year, though. You said you were going to.
She did.
I did. I
did
did.
In fact, I got up last night from the couch and I said, my body hates me.
I say that every day.
Yeah.
Oh, I think, yeah, my back always and my neck always hates me. But I got my injection, so that'll last for a little while.
Well, I stood up the other day to go from the couch to the fridge. And my two knees, I have two knees, right?
You do?
It sounded like I had 18 knees all cracking at the same time. And then I took more steps and then my ankles started, I'm talking the cracking noises. I was glad I was home alone because it was embarrassing. Just what is going on?
Are we sure she's really not older than us?
I sleep. You know how I'll be sitting Indian style, and I don't know why I keep doing that because I'll sit Indian style on the couch and watching a show or something, and then I get up and I can barely move my legs because they're like stuck in that position. So, Kimberly might not have that problem because she's very limber.
Very flexible.
That is actually funny that you bring that up. On Thursday when I was working out, we stayed in the back grass area where you're working. Like we were doing ups, downs, with your feet on the little steps, and then all this core work and lead work and all of that kind of stuff. And then whatever one I did, it hurt my lower back. And so he had me sit on these steps and lean over and just fall. And then he said, "You're very flexible." And I said, "That's so funny. My best friends continuously tell me that." And I'm like,
Totally is.
I mean, I was a gymnast, but this old age, I don't.
It doesn't matter. Have you seen Simone Biles? I mean,
But
she's probably going to.
She is way younger.
I get that, but don't you think when she's 50, she's going to be the same way? I think if you were always a gymnast and limber, you probably always will be somewhat limber.
I don't know. I think it's like if you don't use it, you lose it.
Well, that, yes. But
I used to be a lot more bendable and flexible than I am now.
well, me too, but not like that bendable. Like, she's always been like that. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but yeah.
What about you, Jen?
Anything else for you?
I have been, what is it, Harlan Coben
Oh,
is her favorite writer, and I've been watching his series, and I'm stuck. I mean, I can't, as soon as I finish one, I start another one.
I wish he would just. I wish he had one a month. I'd be so happy.
Have you? Well, I think I asked all this, but I am hooked on the morning show.
Oh,
I'm on the 4th season finally. Just now started it today.
am in the middle of the 4th season. I keep forgetting to go back.
Love it. I mean, Jennifer Aniston is outstanding in it, and Reese Witherspoon, of course, too.
Yes.
And people ask me what it's about, and I'm like, "Hey, did you watch Suits?"
Yes.
And if they say yes, then I'm like, it's like Suits, but based around a television network instead, like with drama. If you haven't watched Suits, I guess you just say it's based around a studio network with drama.
Yeah.
I know they came. Did you ever watch? They had came out with Suits LA.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
They took it off
It didn't
the air.
last. It's not the same.
No, it's not the same. Even though Harvey did come in as like a part time, but that was it.
Yeah, but the charisma of the original cast, I think, was so fantastic. And I was talking to somebody this week about it, and they were like, I went back and watched it like 2 or 3 times because I loved it so much. I'm like, yeah, no, it definitely was good.
Oh, well, now that Stranger Things has completely finished, now I'm going to go back to the first and start watching it all so I can just watch it all the way through. And so that'll give me a few days.
Anyways, that's awesome.
Oh my gosh. So, other than that, we're good.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. So, all right, Jen, talk to us a little about your items that you wrote down that you kind of miss or miss what it was back
Okay.
in the day.
So I do have, a couple things from all the different decades. My biggest is the 2000s. So we will start just 80s, the original Nintendo. I know they still have Nintendo, Sega, and it's just every year updated. I miss Duck Hunt. I love Duck Hunt so much. And when you'd miss, he'd go. See, I like the old school Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Mario Kart is what they call it now.
Well, it's not the
It's
original
not the
Mario.
original
Super Mario Brothers.
I love
was
Super
so
Mario
much
Brothers. And anytime I used to say my dad looked like Luigi because he had the mustache.
mustache.
He did.
Uh-huh. But I love the original. It's not the same.
It's not. I've
Nothing is
played
the same.
so many versions over the years, and they're not.
It's probably because most of them now I'll play the, shoot 'em up games and those kind of things. They're not, Mario is not as popular.
No, but for little kids.
Yeah.
But you do know you can buy it.
Oh, I have it.
The old one?
You can get it on eBay.
Okay.
I have this little box that I plugged in the computer, and I can play a million old games
We played that at your old house.
at your house.
Yes. And so, and I love Frogger.
Oh, yes. That's a good one, too.
Frogger was a really good one. I like that one.
It's got stuff from Sega. It's got
Sega.
Atari. It's got everything old school on there.
Remember when you turn it on? Sega.
A little centipede game.
Yes.
I love
So
that.
obviously Tetris. Is that what it? So I
love
had one of the Atari before I had Nintendo.
Okay.
And then a little black and white tube TV because that's all we had back then. You're lucky you got one of those in your room. And it was a little Atari, and you just had like joysticks to it, and you just like moved your little pieces up and around it.
So they weren't colorful. They were just shapes.
No.
Yeah.
Shapes.
Okay.
Well, like on my old computer, it was black and white for Tetris.
Yeah. Yeah.
I loved Tetris. That was another one of my favorite games on the Super Nintendo or original Nintendo.
Yeah.
And Donkey Kong.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
Yes. Did y'all know that? I know there are little here, like spots here and there, but in Bedford, they came out with a full, huge arcade. And so it's just all old arcades. They even have the Nintendos. They have old computers.
Oh.
They have everything there. That's all from the past.
We should check that out.
I really do. I walked in there and I just told the guy, I said, hey, I just want to walk around and look. And so he said yes. And yeah, you can even drink in there and you pay a fee, like, one amount.
Oh, to do all?
To do all, yeah, for like an hour or two. So I keep saying I want to go do that.
I've been to 2 different ones now, and it is so much fun. The old stuff, the stuff
Yes.
that we grew up playing.
What's the one you pull the balls out and the
Oh,
pinball?
Yes.
Pinball. Yes, they had that too. But yes.
Hey, we'll have to try that out. That'll be a road trip.
Do y'all know
Down the
that?
street.
Oh yeah. Do y'all know it's crazy, but I really miss my boombox.
Oh, I love the boombox.
I did.
I told y'all that story though, that I had to use a boombox in the car because the
Yeah.
got stuck, so we had to
Yes.
have the boombox at all times in the car.
Yeah.
So I do too.
I missed it. I don't know. And then changing my tapes but gosh, and then, now you look back and go, oh my gosh, that was a lot of effort. But it's like you got to rewind your tape and then flip it over to part B.
Did y'all when I was in middle school, we used to do mixtapes for our boyfriends?
Oh, yes.
And girls,
Yes.
they do it back. Did y'all do that?
Oh, of course.
That made me think of the tapes because you had to have tapes at all
You gotta
times to
think
record
that's
to
when
them.
I'm calling the radio station going,
Yeah.
will you play this song for me? And then I'm waiting to hit record.
Oh, speaking of that, we should have a memorial service because you heard the MTV officially
Yes,
taken off.
They did.
That's one thing I miss is music, MTV
when
music
they actually
videos.
played music.
Where they actually played the videos.
Yes.
I agree. Yes.
Me watching that.
But yes, it is gone.
I know.
We are very sorry.
No. They should have stuck with music videos.
Yeah.
Maybe it'd still be popular.
I know, but then it turned into all these reality shows.
I know. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
All right, what about you, Missy?
Well, I had on here like as girls, we used to have these little lip glosses that were in little tins and they had different flavors and you could buy like a whole pack of them. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you could get the little lip glosses too, one that had different flavors and different packs. Those were really cool. I mean, we do still have a lip gloss obviously now,
But that was a certain one.
but it was cool because you like had to have you got to have all the different flavors and smells, and
Exactly.
ours now don't really have. Well, I guess the
No,
kids probably,
no.
but not even as good as they were.
There's the ones that have smell and everything, but not like what we had back then. Well,
No, and I know Jen's got some things on there that I was going to piggyback off. That's like
Later on.
well, girl stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
what
well,
you got, Jen?
That's all I have in the 80s.
Oh,
Do
we're
you all
on in
have-
the 80s.
It doesn't really matter.
I didn't write mine in any
I didn't
order.
either.
Okay, fine. Then no mood rings, y'all.
Oh, forgotten about those.
I did too.
They now still have them, but you got to pay $500 for an orrery.
So bad.
Well, then the next time I go on a trip, I just walk into those souvenir stores because they have plenty. I'll get you one.
I loved my mood ring.
Do you think it really worked?
I do, but you know the thing is, now they came out with those Oura rings that are super expensive for to tell you almost to start same. I guess obviously it will dictate your heart rate.
Sure.
Yeah,
too, but-
it's for health.
I would like to have one of those.
It still will give you a mood.
Yeah, but it's not as cool.
It doesn't change colors,
No, but
does
my
it?
point is, why am I going to pay $500 for something like that when I got?
Because it's going to tell you all
That's
about
what
your
Apple
body.
Watch will do too.
You know what? I can't sleep in my Apple Watch.
Oh, I don't sleep in it either, but I wouldn't be able to sleep in that ring either.
I could sleep in the ring.
Oh, yeah, I would.
I have a few times if I've not feeling great or anything like that, I will wear my Apple Watch to bed. So if my heartbeat goes low or
Oh, that's a
anything
good
like
idea.
that, it will alert me. But then I keep thinking, will I hear it?
No.
I don't think so. But no, I would love one of those rings.
But we didn't
too.
have technology. We just had straight up mood rings. So if it was I don't remember what the colors meant. But
Oh,
you
no,
had
I don't
purple,
either.
green, whatever. And you just, oh, look, here's just purple.
So much fun.
It
And
did.
then you had those like bracelets. We had the like rubber bracelets that you had different colors that you could tie them in the different.
Oh, I did
designs.
that all the time.
Yes.
Like the friendship bracelets,
know.
but with rubber.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then you intertwined them.
Yes.
Yes.
Friendship bracelets were huge. Me and my friend Keely, I'll never forget it because we were in 5th grade, and we would go up to Arkansas to see my grandparents because they lived there, and we had a whole box with all the different colors of yarn, and we would that's all we did was make them all the time. The friendship bracelets.
don't remember
They still do
making
those.
one.
You know, they still make. Girls are still all wearing those now, even at like 20-something-year-olds are
What about
wearing.
40 something? Because we could make one and wear
Well,
it next
we
week.
could.
Well, I just watched a murder show and it was like from 20 years later. And then each friend that was dying, getting killed, that their friendship bracelet from 20 years ago was stuffed in their mouth.
Nice
So-
way to make it morbid, Kimberly.
What the heck?
Well,
Okay, I just watched it. It's so it's vivid in my head. The friendship bracelets.
in the Formula One world, the friendship bracelets are huge. Like they make all the different ones with the driver, like different names, like let's say Lando or Enchante for Danny Ricciardo. And then when they go to races, they hand them out like free.
That's
they
awesome.
don't sell them. They just, that's what everybody does.
Yeah.
They trade them all and make them. And that to me is like what it used to be when we made friendship bracelets. They're just beads instead of yarn.
Yes. I had a
But
good
I think
time.
that's a really great way of connecting with other people too. I think that's fun.
I think it's great.
I truly I miss the camcorders, the ones, the bigger ones. And so because my best friend and I would always use it like a camera of making a movie or commercial, and we would do commercials all the time, little ads and everything. I mean, one time it was like about a car insurance, and so I had her start to drive and then hit me, and so I could act like I fell over. And so, just, yes, you can do all of that from your phone and stuff. It's just missing the good old times when it was just what, like you said, simple.
Yeah, the simple times I really miss. Like, I feel like, where you didn't have cell phones attached to you. I mean, you would go out and you would have to pick up the phone landline from your friend's house and say that you made it there okay, or call and say, could you sleep over another night? There was no texting. There was no, smartphones. Even when we got my parents, I remember when I was a kid, they had my mom's first one was like the bag cell phones that you would get in a car, but you didn't have it around with you even. It was just literally when you were in the car. And then eventually we would get the pagers, and I had the little beeper pager, and you would get like cool looking ones like neon green or orange.
Mine was purple.
Pretty. And then you would have codes so that the numbers, you turned it upside down and it would spell a word.
Hello.
Yeah.
Then you had to go find a payphone to call somebody back.
Yes, so you always had to have change on you. That is true.
You always had to have change on you. And then you could walk anywhere, like, or ride your bike. But I lived on a busy street corner when I was growing up as a kid. So I had like a movie theater, a Dairy Queen, a fast food place. We had Sizzler, which y'all might not even know what Sizzler is. It's been a while since.
It's like a Golden Corral, right?
Similar to you didn't
Or
have
steakhouse.
It's a steakhouse, but they did have a buffet, but only a salad bar buffet.
Oh, okay, yum.
And then we had like a 7-Eleven across from us too. So it's like you could literally walk anywhere in my neighborhood and I could do anything. And
we had nothing.
And you didn't fear of it. I mean, now we won't let our kids half the time go around by themselves. And I can't really say, they even say statistically, like you still had crime even back then, but you didn't know about it.
Right.
I mean, you just didn't. They didn't even report about it on the news, and you had newspapers most of the time. I mean, they did have news, but you just didn't hear about it.
Right.
As much as you do now. Now it's everywhere you look. And so you're just,
I just don't understand why Fox News does news at 4, 4:30, 5,
Right.
5:30,
'Cause it's changed.
6, and 6:30. Okay, what? I know you're probably trying to hit to the people getting home, but oh my gosh. I'm like, you just talk about the same stuff over and over. You might throw in something, but I'm just like, we're sitting here watching 2.5 hours of news.
But remember when we were kids, one time it was on at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock.
Yes, the 10 o'clock
It
news.
was just one time that you knew your parents were watching the news. Not that we were sitting down watching it, but most of the time, your parents were watching the news at X time.
A bunch of flash memories just came to my head thinking about that. But yeah. Oh my gosh.
So it was a lot simpler life, I feel like. I mean, obviously we need the technology now. I mean, we're doing this podcast, but well, we might be, because we could use your big giant recording unit, and we could have it on a VHS tape and submit it to YouTube to put it online. But remember, people had to do that back then. If you wanted to be out on the TV networks, you'd be having to send in your tape.
Yes,
just like the radio station. You'd have to call in and be a special guest.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I had called into a radio station and did a contest one time. To win 2 tickets to a country concert. Yeah, it was like I was on a hill, top of a hill, and get into a trash can, and then my boss pushed me down it to roll down the hill. And I had to be on the phone with the radio station going, like that. But hey, I won the tickets.
That's amazing. Yes. I mean, and too, like my dad, like even fast forwarding now, like obviously we're into obviously I'm into F1, but we're also into football and things like that. More of the simpler times, because even when I was a kid growing up, my dad worked for Coors Beer, and he was in charge of entertainment division. And so I would be at every stock show, every Colonial, every concert. Back then they had boat races and IndyCar and NASCAR, and they were a sponsor. So I would get to go to all these cool things, and I got to meet the Judds when they first came out because they did it with some Judds.
Okay.
The original Judds, yes. And that was a cool experience, but it was so simple back then. Like now you have to be a celebrity almost to get invited to those kind of things. It doesn't matter if your parent or something works for the entertainment division of, a beer company.
Well,
It's a lot harder to get into things, I feel like, nowadays, and they're more expensive.
well, you were
of
lucky
course.
that you got to do that.
I was lucky I got to do that. Yes.
Well, in today's age, it makes it really impossible to do the stuff that you could do back then, like sneaking out,
Yes.
And so, my kids, I feel sorry for them. I track them. My parents had no idea where I was at. I can say I was over at Sue's and I was over at Jen's. Who knows? And then sneaking out. And so unless you got caught, there's no cameras. So, now I have cameras all in my house facing every exit. So if you try to sneak out,
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
I mean, so I know I got to experience that all of that in my life growing up, but I sure am not going to allow my daughter and son to do
They're
that.
already now 18.
They're-
and up,
yes.
So now it's not even, but we did not allow our kids to do the things that we did.
No.
I remember when you said you were, here or there, like, I remember it because I lived on Business Street. I had to go out the side entrance of my house, and my friend lived next door. So I would, even if we weren't friends at the time, because there were periods where we were mad at each other, I would just say, oh, it was over there.
I was mad
Even though
at
I
her
was
too,
across
and I
the-
didn't even know her.
Yeah, I know. So, I mean, I could have been across town and I'd be like, oh, no, it's just next door.
Yeah.
If they happened to wake up, and they believed us. That's the crazy
Well, yes, that's what, but I always second guess everything, because of what I did.
Yeah.
And so, it's so funny because I'm like, are you lying? But no,
Yeah, but your kid tells you everything.
Yes.
I mean, mine does too. But I'm just saying, like, I didn't do that with my mom till I was out of the house.
Oh my
And even
God.
still, I don't tell her stuff till I'm older.
If I try to tell my mother something now, she goes, oh, no, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And then if we're saying something on the podcast that she doesn't want to hear, she shuts it off. I'm like, you could have just fast forwarded through that part. You didn't actually have to turn it off.
That is hilarious. I did not know she was doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Grammy. All has been exposed.
Oh, no, I know.
there's way more.
I'm sure I have more. If I just really
I bet she's
thought.
glad that Kimberly's crazy story hour went away.
Yes, she hated them.
I love them. I think occasionally you need to bring back a few of those as they come up on topic. We won't have necessarily each one, but maybe if something comes to your mind.
Well, I
Y'all want to hear another crazy story?
yeah,
Popped into my head. Something like that.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, do y'all miss going into the Blockbusters and
Yes.
looking and being able to go through all of the, videos and figure out which one you're going to rent and then turn it in late and pay the late fee?
I do miss
I do miss being able to go through and look at movies.
I don't miss the worrying about the late thing. That's something, we don't have to worry about anymore. Streaming.
I know, but it's just not the same
not.
to just sit on the couch. Okay, which one am I going to buy today? Whatever. It's like, that's not.
I think it's because you can touch, like, tangibly see it, like, and while you're literally in person seeing it. It's kind of like, I would never give up Amazon shopping to save my life because I don't know what I would have done. but at the same time, there's something about being able to touch, feel, hold, see it out, in the open and not through the computer screen or through your TV screen or whatever. Just being able to see, like, remember you could you could read the back and see what it's about, and then you'd be in there with your girlfriends or whatever. Like, what are we gonna watch tonight? We get to pick out a couple movies.
Yeah, but now we just go to the TV and hit trailer.
Oh, I guess so. You're right, but it's still different.
No, it's so
We're saying we miss it.
Well, yeah, we miss it.
But at the same time, this
kids
is
are
one
probably-
moment where I enjoy the convenience of.
Yeah, but I just wish I could take my kids and go back to when I'm growing up and then so they can experience that type. Because, I would love for them to have seen the ways that things were back then.
Yeah, they would have a trip, not understanding this is how you guys lived.
Yeah.
And then if you think about it though, with our parents, if we couldn't have lived in their era.
Yeah, but I think it's closer than our kids are to our era. I mean, like
Everything's changed.
it's way different with our kids now because they are attached behind screens and all this stuff now, and our parents didn't experience that either. So it's harder for even our parents to understand what our kids are doing now, and it's easy for them to parent and say, "Your kid's just stuck behind a screen all the time," because even we weren't in the beginning, but then we kind of became that
As we got older.
Yeah.
Do you know Alyssa? True, like only has, unless something I don't know, unless it's different than what I'm thinking, but she only has one essay to write in English, and she's finished with her senior year.
That's amazing.
I know. It's like, everybody else is graduating in the end of May.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, do you think she's sitting down just to write that one essay? Do you know that she has put it off? No, for 3 months. She has skipped to other subjects just not to write that essay. I'm like, woman, write the damn essay and you can be done with school. It's not that hard.
Mine did the same thing. He procrastinated so long. I'm like, the sooner you do it, you're done with it.
Yep.
Yes.
They just don't.
Oh,
They just, I get you. It's crazy the times that we're in and how, they just it's so technology driven. I mean, it is. I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong, because I couldn't survive it without it now either. We couldn't
Not
either.
anymore. We're so used to it.
It's just, I think that there's just something about the simpleness of life. It allowed people to connect more and do different things. I mean, think about it. When we were having slumber parties or hanging out with the girlfriends or whatever we were doing, we found ways of now we do that now, but we found ways of entertaining, like games or movie watching, or I remember we had those like giant balls that you could bounce on that had
Like the little handle?
yes.
uh-huh.
I mean, I remember I still can see pictures of all of us girls, like in sleeping bags with those things and doing that. And like, we did the flashlights, and then someone fell asleep and you would put, shaving cream on them, or whipped cream, or make them look like they peed in the bed, stick their hand in the water to see if they would pee in the bed. I mean, just doing different things where now everything is almost like, let's go online and let's go on the internet and, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've done that. I did it to Hayden.
Yes.
To where he hit himself with the shaving cream.
I was super impressed because last weekend we were playing a board game, and we had to do a prank call. And Kimberly, the only person that was still awake at the hour was Alyssa. And Kimberly, we called her to do a prank call, and she actually knew what we were going to say. What was the...
No, it was, hey, is your refrigerator running?
Okay.
And she said no. And then I said, so you really don't have like any cold food or like any cold drinks? And she's like, no. I said, seriously, really no cold food? You have no cold food? She's like, yeah. I said, well, then your refrigerator's running. Yes. Better go get it.
I called Hayden with one, and he immediately knew it. He's like, I'm not doing this with you.
And hung up.
He hung up. I'm not doing this.
We would call convenience stores when we were doing it.
Yes.
And do you have Frank's Alberts in a can, or
Prince Albert.
Prince Albert in a can? Thing?
Yeah, you better let him out so he can breathe.
Yeah. I mean, we did those kind of things. We would.
No, I mean, we just did them last week.
No, we did.
To your kids.
Yeah, because we couldn't think of anybody else. We're like, well, can't call that person, they're asleep.
Yeah,
Can't call that person, they're asleep.
No,
So-
but see, now it sucks is we can't do, doing a prank call. They know who's calling.
Because of all the spam calls too, we get all those spam calls. A lot of people have it blocked.
Yeah.
We could have called a convenience store. Why didn't we think about that?
Well,
We'll think about that next time.
we'll do it next time we play.
I will still call your kids.
I did say last week that I will still act like a teenager, and we still do act like teenagers
Oh, yes,
at
we do.
a time or two.
We always will.
We have to.
Oh, yeah. I
keeps us
mean,
young.
I know I'm 50, but, I might act like I'm 30, 25.
15.
15.
But it's still fun. Did y'all remember Okay, the cards. They were called garbage pill
Garbage pill.
kit. Yes, and I loved
too.
collecting those.
Yes.
Loved.
And sometimes you would get the little pills, the extra, because they would give you like, well, they came with 6 of gum.
6 of gum.
But then you could get the collector's pack where they actually had the garbage cans.
I had
Too.
my whole dresser with the stickers.
Oh, you did?
And then when I tried to take them off when I got older, they wouldn't come off. So I was stuck with those garbage pills.
Which then relates to the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh,
Yes.
loved.
I love the Cabbage Patch Kids and collecting them. But back then they were expensive.
Yeah, I think you did say that there's still around, but I think American Doll is probably more in line with what the Cabbage Patch Kids were when we were kids. And I have a little story about that. Cabbage Patch Kids.
Tell us.
So my mom at the time was working for Legs Pantyhose. We don't even know those. They came in a little egg.
Oh, yes.
She was a buyer, not buyer, distributor. I don't know. She sold. So she was in and out of stores a lot, is my point. And that Cabbage Patch Kids were, equivalent. They, like you mentioned, they were expensive. I mean, for us, they were expensive. And so they had just put them out in the store. She wanted to be the first one to get my very first one. And she got in a fight with a lady over this Cabbage Patch Kid. Like they were both like grabbing at the same time and pulling each other back and forth. And no, it's mine, and just yelling at each other in the middle of this store. And they were huge and hard to find. And if you did find them, you had to like fight with somebody to get one.
Oh, God.
I had like 3 over time. I mean, my first one, my first one was named Sharon and had brown hair like me.
Sharon? Aw.
You know, they came with names.
Yeah.
I can't even remember.
Because you
my
adopted
name.
them from Xavier, remember?
No.
They had
Okay,
one-
that I know.
They had a little thing on their butt that said
I do
Xavier.
remember the
It had a
thing on
little
their butt.
signature.
And I remember the smell of their
It had a
head.
great smell. It smelled like fresh
sweet.
baby powder
Yeah.
kind of smell.
Oh, my God.
I mean, my mom and I was an only kid till I was 11, so I was spoiled. But I had the high chair, the pack and play, the stroller, everything that went along with it.
Wow.
With that too. And then I got Danny. He was my first little boy, and he was bald. Maybe kind of looks like Larry.
Well, you should have named him Larry.
Well, I didn't know Larry then, and Larry probably wasn't bald then.
Probably not.
No, he always says he has the blonde hair that goes like this.
I can say that because my husband is pretty much bald too. Okay, well, yes, love the Cabbage Patch Kids.
What about you, Jim?
What about you?
No, man. Oh, I loved my little ponies,
Oh, I love that.
my strawberry shortcakes.
Oh, and the smell.
And lemon meringue was her friend. Remember how good it smelled?
Yes. Loved all that.
They still have them.
I had a Raggedy Ann, and my brother had a Raggedy Andy.
I had both of
I
them.
cannot see giving our children those at this time.
But you do know that in The Conjuring, the real thing is like a raggedy.
Annabelle and Annabelle.
Yeah, the doll is really an Raggedy Ann doll.
No, I did not know that.
Yes,
Really?
It's not-
I knew they were creepy. Thinking back on them now, I'm like, that sure was a creepy
yeah,
toy.
it wasn't really a doll like that. And so it was like a Raggedy Ann type doll.
Interesting.
Yeah, I did love my Raggedy Ann though. Yeah,
They were creepy.
they were creepy.
But I like the way they smell. And interesting enough, like there's still things around, like the not as good. Like Hello Kitty is still around now.
Sure is.
But it's kind of I don't want to say a spinoff, but maybe branched out more into different levels. Like there's
Upgraded.
Melody is another one that's like an offspring of Hello Kitty. Because even like F1 Academy, the girls race car team, they just came out with their logo that's Hello Kitty, which I think is cool. I mean, it's just like you remember back to being a kid. And I do think they still have some version of Strawberry Shortcake somewhat out, but
They probably
maybe not
did.
right now, but they did in the latter few years. Like
Well,
since
I know
our kids were little.
I know they did on My Little Pony. They
My
have
Little Pony, they
redone
did
that.
too. Yep. And like Legos have been around, and that was kind of what I was thinking. I know I told the story last week of us going and shopping around and all I could think about was this must have been what my mom felt like when she was trying to find the Cabbage Patch Kid, because I didn't think there was no way in heck I was going to find the Lego set the day after Christmas that I was looking for, but I did. So it was like finding gold and then waiting for the security guy to come unlock the cabinet, which of course we didn't have back then when we were kids, but it's like Don't. Nobody's coming. I'm gonna stand here and guard it.
Yeah, no, that was good. Let's see. Oh, so getting out of school at like 3:00 and rushing home because I wanted to watch the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse every day. And so it was like you had to make sure you got home to watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Why? I mean, I'm talking about like I was probably like 9, 10. Yeah, it wasn't little bitty and I still loved it. But it was the point of getting home to watch that.
Yeah, I mean, even my son. I mean, his grandparents would pick him up and he would bring him home, and that was Clifford the big red dog.
No.
And in fact, we had a dog named Mimi, and it was named off of Clifford because he had a little friend that came to visit named Mimi.
Oh, sweet.
So I think kids still have something like that. Like you would just come home and watch whatever it is. But I mean, what I do miss, and back to your point of rushing home and watching, it's like sitcoms. Like we had certain ones like TGIF on Fridays. You knew that Full House and then Family Matters was going to be on. And then at one point you had Family Ties on. You knew what night it was going to be on.
Growing Pains. And then of course, and as we got older, Friends became, like that was on every week, every Thursday, I think it was, right? But I do miss that. I mean, I know we have all these streaming platforms now, but I don't, and I guess we're kind of doing that because even like watching Landman, they release one a week.
See, and that drives me bonkers.
I know, but we used to be like that. See?
No, but you don't get me excited to be able to just lay there and have a marathon, and then now I have to wait once a week. No. Makes me mad.
Yeah.
And I think I only have like 2 left of Landman.
Oh, they haven't come out yet. We have 2 more left.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we do.
We got 2 more left, and I'm like, oh.
I want to do an episode on things that make us crazy, and one of them for me is commercials during a movie. I mean, that used to, we'd be watching TV and the commercials would come on. We were used to it. Now I'm just like, we shouldn't have to watch commercials anymore.
Commercials were better though back then than they are now.
They probably were.
They probably were, but and I can't stand the ads on our phone when we're playing our game.
Oh, good God. I'm trying to do Duolingo, and I refuse to pay for the service because it's expensive to remove the ads on Duolingo. I don't know. I mean, really expensive. And I'm like, I'm not doing that to remove ads. I'm just trying to get better Dutch-oriented before I go to the Netherlands. I don't want to pay like $30 a month for freaking no ads.
That is too expensive.
It's really expensive. Although right now they're like 60% off every time I get the ad now of the ads.
Okay.
But I still haven't bought it. But then when the ads stop going, then they start playing that, the ad for you to play the games. I don't remember the name of the game. It's the one with the man.
The Gossip Harbor?
Maybe.
Where the little girl and the mom are freezing.
Maybe, but I don't actually play it. It just shows you an ad, and you have to sit there and literally I have to just let my phone just sit there for a good solid 2 minutes to finish doing it before I can even click the X to get out of it.
Exactly.
And that's annoying as heck.
It is very annoying, but we still play it.
You still keep pushing
Got me
on.
hooked on these stinking games.
I know. I had her download this yarn game, Yarn Fever, and then I had her download Trivia Crack, and then we did what was the other one?
The bottles.
The bottles. Yes, I can't remember what that one's called, but that one's Magic Sorts.
So I like that one, and I like the yarn one because it's very mindless. You don't have to think about it. I say it's hard. It's not hard. It's just impossible. It's super easy. It's just impossible sometimes to win. Trivia Crack, I have to use my brain, so I only play that when I'm in the mood.
And I keep forgetting to go back to it. And I'm like, oh man, I got to do that. But yes, I've got hooked into the games, and then I say, Jen, download it.
Well, the greatest was yesterday. I was making fun of you with the yarn game, and she was getting her little IV ready. So I was holding her phone while they were doing that, and then I start playing, and I told her, watch, you're going to get out of this procedure, and I'm going to have it on my phone, and I'm going to be on level 20.
Yes. Well, she did. She downloaded it. Yes. And now she's ahead of me.
I can't stop.
Oh my gosh.
All right, going back to our list, y'all.
Yes.
One that I have, and it's several, but I'm going to say it as one.
Okay.
But the chunky red and yellow highlights,
Yes.
the layered tank tops,
Yep.
and the butterfly clip.
Yes.
Can we please bring all that back?
So I got the chunky highlights when Kelly Clarkson won
Oh,
American
the
Idol.
chunky hot,
Chunky
yes.
red and yellow.
Chunky.
Okay, I didn't do red.
Oh,
I didn't do red. I did
and
blonde.
yellow.
I
Like
did the
red and
blonde.
orange.
I mean, I'm brown hair. I mean, I know it doesn't look as brown as it used to because I do dye it, but the gray makes it lighter.
Yes.
But I used to have dark brown hair, and I would get those big, thick, chunky
Yes.
highlights.
Yes,
So
I did that
I
too.
did those. And then you didn't bring up the crimpers too,
It's on
you-
there.
okay.
Oh yeah.
which are still popular now. I told you that like when you brought it
Yeah,
up.
but that's not a crimper. It's not the same thing.
I literally watched a girl do it the other day on TikTok. She was crimping
Yes.
her hair with the crimping thing. It's back in style. So if you want to get
I
one,
want to
you
get one.
have it.
I loved my crimper.
Yeah.
I never learned how to do makeup or curl my hair, but I could crimp it. You can't really mess that up.
No, I'm convinced that's why I have very thin hair though, because when I was a kid, it was very, very thick.
Okay,
And I did
be.
so much to it: perm it, crimp it, straighten it, color it.
Very
so
possible.
you know how I straightened my hair?
Yes, how?
With an iron. Yeah.
Oh, I've done that too.
Oh yeah,
Forgot
yeah.
about that.
Oh no, I would have
Yeah,
to
you
get
lay your friend on the iron.
I did it myself. I would lay my head on the ironing board and I'd get the
burn your
iron and I would straighten out my hair when I was a
forgot about
teenager.
that.
Yeah. Could you imagine watching kids now that trying to iron their hair?
Watch them trying to iron anything.
Right? No. I don't think they know what it exists.
Which do y'all think was more damaging then? The heat on the hair or the sun in that we would spray into our hair?
Both.
The heat.
The heat, because
Yeah.
we didn't have like product stuff in the products, even the shampoos or anything that had heat protection in it
No.
at all.
Oh no. No,
You just straight up iron it.
Mine was probably the color because I didn't really put much heat on it, but the coloring, the hair.
I permed mine, straightened mine during times too, between the 80s and 90s. It was like cool to have it permed, cool to
is
have
on my
it straight.
list.
My mom would perm my
I
hair.
had my hair permed.
I miss my permed hair.
My mom would perm my hair.
Well,
Do it at home.
I had the rooster.
The rooster?
So it's where it's parted and my hair was permed, and then you tease it up so it's got a high spike right there. Oh yeah, and the hair was here, the rooster, the braces. Oh my gosh, I was hot. No, I wasn't.
When I was younger though, my mom would braid my hair little Indian braids, like with the little things at the end, because it was thick. Like I said, it was like it was. I think all the damaging.
It's very
But the sun in, I mean, as someone who had dark, almost black, jet black, brown hair, I mean, it was dark. I mean, the sun in was doing absolutely nothing. But I was convinced if I had to, every time I laid out with my friends,
Yes.
I had to spray the sun in my hair. Just like you had to use baby oil.
Yes.
So I messed up one time, and back in the 90s, maybe, or no, yeah, it would have been in the 80s. But when I went to the beach, I took baby oil and iodine, and was at the beach with really reflux, and then I ended up getting second-degree burn all over my body from using that.
I got a giant bubble on my shoulder one time when I was a kid too. My parents had to drain it with a needle. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, did you ever wear baby oil and
I did later in life, like my 20s, but I do remember every year, right before we went back to school, first day of school, I would go back with peeling because I'd get burnt right before school started every year. And first day of school, I was peeling and looked awful.
Oh.
It never failed.
Yep.
But it kills me. I know that being out in the sun, but it's like in the summer, I get brown.
Yeah.
Like brown, but brown. And then it just goes right back to ghost white.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my gosh, it looks terrible. But I need to start using some self tanner before I go on my trip.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What about malls, guys?
Malls are, I mean, well, there's one mall left in Fort Worth. Let's put it that way. Almost. Well, no, you got one in
Yeah, we
still.
have a good one.
Yeah. So well, the one thing I miss about the malls is we had even, okay, I'll give an example. Spencer's. There's still a Spencer's in Gila Mall in Fort Worth. In fact, my son loves going there even now. But it's not the same Spencer's as when we were kids. Like, they do have the, like, if you're not familiar with Spencer's, I mean, they have anything from posters to little gadgets or whatever. But they used to have, like, even lava lamps and weird stuff like lava lamps that were in there and just random stuff. And now it's like, it's not as cool. They don't have as much random stuff. Although that is where we found your Monster drink. I think that's where he found it.
Oh, okay.
One of those. But yeah, it just, I miss like that was the thing we did. Like, we would just go there and they had like just, I wouldn't like going in there and you had Macy's and, we had Foley's, but
I remember
trying to think of some of the stores that like we have now that we pretty much didn't have any of the stores that you have now. I mean, they weren't like name brand stores like H&M or Hollister's or things like that. They were more like just cheap, plain Jane unique stores. I had units, and I know you didn't remember. I didn't bring that up, so it might have been just something here.
No,
I was
just
talking to
bring
somebody.
it up.
So we had this clothing store in the mall, and it was called Units. And I would say they're like the lightweight t-shirt almost material clothing, like everything was. But you could get pants, you could get skirts, you could get shirts, and then they actually had like, you would kind of make it a belt, but it was like, think of a tube top, but you would use it as a belt to kind of separate like your shirt from your pants or your shirt from your skirt. And you can actually even use that portion as a skirt. We did that too. So you could just buy like, a shirt, you could buy like maybe red and black, and you could even do colors like blue or neons or whatever. And then you could mix and match them all the time. And they were super comfortable and super cute. And you could it was back when we would wear like the scrunchies, even you talked about the hairstyles, but you would wear those with your hair crimped like Cyndi Lauper.
I don't,
But
I
had
don't
this
know.
store and you could go and buy clothes there and you could just go buy them. And
I think it sounds awesome. And I don't know why they took it away.
I mean, it went away long before I was even out of school. Like it was probably when I was in middle school, maybe the beginning of high school, but then it fell off.
So when y'all were going to the mall, was it when you were driving to the mall?
No.
Or when your parents drive
Oh
you?
no, when your parents dropped you off, and then being able to just walk around, and that is so hey, look at Stranger Things, how they go to the mall. Yes, like that.
Yeah, I'll meet you at the mall.
For me, it was a roller rink.
Okay, I like that too.
But you got to think too, also where I lived, there was not a mall. It was very far away. So asking my parents to drive me 45 minutes to the mall and drop me off and pick me up, they probably would have said no.
Yeah, but the roller rink would be the same concept. Hey, I'll meet you there at 3, all your friends or whatever.
Yeah, because it was 15 minutes away, and that was where I was every Saturday night. The roller rink.
There was a time span I did that too, and that's when but I loved the parts of where they did the games. The red light, green light. What was the other one? Limbo. Okay, yeah, I'm sure they probably still do that now. But yeah, I don't think I would make it on the limbo at all, unless it's up here and I'm just walking under it.
Yeah, maybe with your back, because you are flexible, but not in the back seat. No, my son went to a couple of birthday parties. They don't really have them open. At least the one I went to as a kid is still around. And in fact, I'm pretty sure it might even have the same carpet in it.
Gross.
Yeah, they've always been gross. You got gum stuck underneath stuff. And they only had that one arcade machine in there, and they only had one pool table in there, but it's still in there. And then they have the same concession stand. It's set up exactly the same place it was when I was a kid, and they still have the pickles and the big pickles that are in the jar and the nachos and whatever. And then they still play the cool music and put out the cones so you could like raise them between the cones and the lights and all that. And my kid, when he was younger, he went to a couple birthday parties and they still had it set up the same.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
But at this age, because I have gone roller skating and the rollerblading.
I couldn't do roller.
Yeah, I have to like kind of hold on the wall. I probably need that little tube thing they have now just to hold on to go.
Which is a walking stick, basically. Or walker.
Yes, a walker. Oh yeah, no, because if I go down, I'm breaking stuff.
Yeah, we know that.
I did go for the one and only time I've ever been invited to a wedding bachelorette party.
Okay.
And it was at a roller rink, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And I did have fun, but it was 2 hours long, and like 45 minutes in, I'm going, guys, I'm hurting really bad. I'm already hurting. I don't know how much longer I can do this.
It takes a lot of effort.
And everybody was falling in the whole group. It was so fun.
Oh my
I didn't
gosh.
fall, but I was scared I would.
You know, even like in today's day, you know, with Alyssa, I wouldn't let her go to the mall.
Oh, no.
No, and not until, I mean, maybe 15.
Wanna say 15.
Yeah. No, because people were getting shot in malls and then just kidnappings. Just all of that. Yeah. And I'm like, that's where I get really sad is that when I talked about them living in the times that we lived in, I get sad for them that they don't, you know, get to experience that.
Get on your bike and just drive away and then come back by sundown.
Yeah. The street light, you got to be home by the time the street lights go down, you know? And so you got to be home by supper.
So we had that up until we moved to Weatherford in the 6th grade. And then we were 15 miles out of town. There was nowhere to go.
Yeah, no.
We just went and played in the woods.
Yeah.
But before that, I did have that get on your bike, go drive around the neighborhoods, stuff like that. I did experience that for a little bit.
Yeah.
And now as an adult, I'm like, no, you cannot get on your bike. I will go with you.
Yes.
I know it's not as fun with me, but come on, let's go.
Yeah, it's just not as, I mean, again, I think I already touched on this earlier, but like I don't think that we didn't have bad things happening. It's just you didn't know about it.
It wasn't as reported.
It wasn't reported. We didn't know about it. We'd still have missing persons, of course, but you just were told don't go up to a candy with strangers, right?
Oh my God.
In the vans or whatever.
Oh my gosh. I am still to this day creeped out and will tell both my kids, you stay away from the white vans with no windows. Do not even, if your car is parked there, wait till it leaves. You do not even go near a white van.
Terry always tells me that one of these days a white van's gonna get me because it's gonna open up and it's gonna have books and kittens in the back. And you're like, free books and free kittens. Okay.
Yeah, and you know, maybe that's why people stayed away when I ended up with my dad's white van with no windows. Teenager driving it.
Yes, that's scary.
We drove that thing all the way to Texas Tech in Lubbock from Dallas, and my friends were in the back, like cradled in there, because it had one bench seat and you had no windows on one side. And then also, what reminded me of that, what you said they were going to open up, is when we had gone to Paris for our honeymoon. I laughed because we're sitting at a cafe eating, and this little van, it was a black van though, pulls up. The whole thing opens up, and about 10 officers pile out of that thing with like they looked like guns, but they're not huge. Like it was more like, I think like probably stick, like
the baton thingies?
Yeah,
Okay.
like black sticks or whatever, but they got out and like right. I'm like, what am I watching right now?
Well, who were they going after?
I don't know. It was just random. That's what I said.
Oh my God, I would have had to follow them and say, what is happening?
Yeah. Oh, it happened several times during there. It's just different the way that it is in other countries than we're used to.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
well, let's see. Any other clothing I know? Oh, overalls.
overall.
I loved
The
the
short
tank top,
ones.
and then taking the one sleeve strap off. I couldn't think what I was trying to say. Strap off, yes. And I know that I have seen the overalls coming back
They
now.
have. Some of them have.
Yes, but see, I don't see anybody like wearing them. So, you know, if
We're
I
gonna
go
wait.
I'm gonna wait until it's really a thing.
Maybe if you're like, 22, really small, cute little thing.
Could change
But I think if we show up rolling up wearing overalls, our age, it might be frowned upon.
I'd say we try it. We do it all three together. We rock it.
Not happening.
We wear it with style and confidence, and we will bring it back for sure.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. I'll look so cute. And then it reminds me of what is the movie with let's see. Oh my gosh, where they play they're cops together. Oh,
Are you talking about Sandra? Oh, you're talking about 21 Jump
yes,
Street?
21 Jump Street. And so then he has the backpack on, and he's like, yeah, no, you don't two-strap it, you one-strap it. And he's like, no, trust me, you know, you got to do that. That's what it makes me remind me of. And then he gets there, and everyone has the two straps. He's like, I can't. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. It's under pressure.
That's great.
Those are great movies.
Yes, I do. I love those. Anything else on your list, Miss Jen?
Glitter everything.
Oh, glitter everything.
Glitter. The glitter sprays on, the glitter roll-on
no,
balm.
they're not as popular. Glitter is not as big of. Well, I don't know. It might be.
I mean, it still is.
What about bling bling?
Bling bling.
Bling bling.
Bling bling's never going away.
No, it's
I don't
never
care what
going
anybody
away.
says.
Didn't we just meet someone who had on bling bling? The necklace, the BB, you know, that was like a bling bling.
That was bling bling.
Yeah, you'll still see some of it out.
I love sparkly. I love it. We went while we were in Grapevine. They had these really cool bomber jackets, kind of like what you're wearing.
Okay.
Sequins.
And
And then where your black is, it was red sequins with red and white striped. It was
That's
so cute. They had a
cute.
pink one.
Oh, cute.
Then I saw a toboggan that was sequins. It was green.
Cute.
I was like, ooh, I could just rock that on my birthday.
Oh yeah, you could. rock
Watch
that
it
on
be
your-
95 degrees, but I'm wearing my green.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
please.
it's not in March.
Well, you don't know.
No, we don't.
We don't know what it's going to be. It's Texas. That's
It
right.
was true.
That is all I have.
Okay, that's all I have.
I think the only thing left on my list was, I know we have, you know, the microwave meals, but I miss my TV dinner.
TV dinners
with the brownie in the center. I would
What was
love.
the name of that brand?
Was it Banquet?
No,
No.
No.
It was
They do still have banquet. No, the one with the brownie.
yeah.
Yeah, and then I love, my favorite was the one with beans and cut up hot dogs.
Oh, like beanie weenies.
Yes, beanie weenies.
They made a beanie weenie.
Yeah.
I like the turkey and dressing one with the mashed potatoes, which really weren't questionable mashed potatoes, and the brownie.
But see, I recall it being in aluminum foil.
It was. You had to put it in
Put
the
it in
oven.
the
You didn't put it in the
oven.
microwave.
Oh, that was way before my time.
You had to put it in the oven.
You're only 5 years younger.
Then maybe my mom just buy them. I mean, I remember TV dinners, but they had the plastic that you vent and stuck
So
on.
those came around too, but
Yeah, but it was in the plastic.
first you had
at first
plastic.
was the
Okay.
and
you had to put it in the oven because you couldn't put it in the microwave. I don't think we even had. I mean, we did have a microwave, but I don't think we had a microwave in like when I was young, like little. I don't think those came around until maybe late 80s.
Just think about what is going to be out there in the world when our grandkids are there.
Well, you can already have your food droned now too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Droned right
I
to the
mean,
house.
you know, we're going to be, you know, our kids are going to be on, or our kids will be on here going, oh yeah, you know, remember they used to have this car, but yeah, now we have little planes.
They used to
Everyone
deliver it to your
flies
door.
around, and then if you want groceries, they used to have to drive them in a car, but now they get flown to my house. I mean, it would be a trip to
We're
here.
already so close to them.
We are very close to that.
We're there. They're droning
Yes.
stuff right now.
But it's one really to sit back and think about what's going to happen in their lives, what technology is going to be out.
Sometimes I think we probably should end it. We're probably
Yeah.
getting close to it, but though I'll end on just your note because I was working with my boss. I would say he's retired, but he's really not because he still likes to come in the office. So, and so he is creating a memoir book, and he was trying to find. I was helping him get down some pictures yesterday, and his first company that he created was antennas. Okay, and they have built a whole plant in Alaska, and it's still there today and used to monitor drones being used right now in
Wow.
the U.S., which is super cool that
That
he
is.
developed that.
Yeah.
60 years ago or so, and now it's still being active today, and it's used for drones.
That is actually really
So
cool.
some things stay around and monitor things because obviously they were using it to reach. Antennas were used to reach satellites
Talking
and all
about
those things back
nostalgic
then.
items. Y'all remember antennas?
Antennas.
No,
Yeah.
and then having to put the aluminum foil on them to make the rabbit.
I had to always do that for my TV in my room.
The kids have to go change it for the parents so they don't have to get up and do it.
Well, we would love to hear about any items that you have that you missed from back in the day at any time, 50s, 60s,
Yes.
70s, 80s, anything. Please make a comment and let us know because we would love to hear about it. And we just wanted to just say thank you so much to everybody for joining us. And just remember, every day is a new day.
Every day is a new beginning.
Every day is a new beginning.
Bye.